Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about this Ready Heater 3000 BTU forced air. It's actually a propane forced air heater. I wanted to give you guys a few tips on maintenance and things you want to check and look out for when your heater is not working. I will give you a couple of tips that I have fixed on other heaters but does not work on this one. So actually, for everyone out there, I want to use YouTube as a good point of reference to help me out. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. Let me know what you would do. So a few tips that I have for when your heater does not want to start. First thing, on the front of your heater, this little device right here. In the past, what I've done is I've either replaced those when I have the time to order them, which I think that might be the situation and that's causing this heater not to turn on in this case. What I have done is I've replaced these, I've cleaned them off, and what I've also done is, I don't know if I can show it, but it has a nut on there where you can adjust it to depth, and I pulled it out as far as I could. Sometimes when those don't get hot enough, the chamber, the little valve does not open up and allow the propane to keep on pushing through to keep it lit. And that's the issue I'm having today, at least, not staying lit. There's your igniter here. That works excellent. So that would be one thing to check. Make sure it's pushed as far forward as you can. Clean it off. Mine appears to be a little dirty, but that's not bad. I've seen a lot worse. A little sandpaper goes a long way in those. Okay. So the next thing I would recommend trying out is making sure that you're not getting any leaks from your, this must be a pressure regulator or maybe a pressure release or something. Make sure you're fully closed and you're not leaking anything out of there. It was easier for me just to cut this open, as you can see, and fit a wrench in there. The most obvious thing that you can see right now is that I do not have the pressure regulator hose. Another very common thing that goes out on these is the regulator. This is the regulator. This is what attaches to your propane right there. And the other end, smaller end, hooks up to the bottom of your heater. That's just how it goes in. I've tried a couple different things. I've tried a new regulator and hose. That did not fix the problem. The other thing that I would recommend is to make sure that your fan is working. You hook it up right there. You just add your extension cord to there. And finally, this little button right here, that's what gets your propane going through. And then this is your igniter. You hold this down and then immediately press your igniter. That should turn it on. You're supposed to hold this for a few seconds after, 20 seconds. So I'm holding it for longer than that, and that is not enough. So there are a few tips, some things to troubleshoot before you go out and buy anything. Clean that off, maybe move it forward. Make sure your regulator on your hose is working. It's the first one that's giving me issues where I cannot get it to run. Everything else has been simple fixes like the ones I've mentioned. Regulator, maybe moving that little sensor forward and cleaning it. Sometimes you don't hold the button long enough to get that sensor warmed up. but I think it's time to replace that sensor. That will be my next step. So there are a few tips to get your ready heater going and ready for winter. Thanks for watching. Please comment if you have any helpful ideas. Subscribe and like the video. Thanks.